So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Third and 2, here's Howell. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And they go play action with Howell. Pass incomplete. He was trying to find Mo Alley-Cox, his tight end, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots' 42. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Howell trying to pick it up on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And now before this 4th and 2 play comes to fruition, they're going to think about it and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll run for it. It's Taylor. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Throwing Jones. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And some space here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Patriots at 500 now, 4-4 on the year. They were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. And I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. Open man is Myers. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Jones. And this is Parker, complete. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Operating from the gun, Jones. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaquille Leonard able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Colts force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
The full start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Throwing here, Howell. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Off play action. It's Howell. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That one brought back a few nightmares, because when the quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
Well, it certainly felt like he was going to challenge this defense no matter what, and he stepped up and tried to throw it to the outermost edge of the zone coverage, and they were more than ready for him. The problem now is, if they are limited in what they're doing throwing the football, they got to figure out how to move it without being able to throw it to the outside and throw it downfield.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Now Jones, operating from the gun. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And the Colts pick it up. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Rodrigo Blankenship now for the PAT. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. The 20. He will score. Touchdown, Patriots. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin on it, at least it happened in the first half and not in a close game in the fourth quarter, but you're absolutely right, partner. One of the last things this offensive quarterback wants to witness again in this game.
Kind of an obvious question, Charles, but anything you try to avoid after your first pick, or you say it's one interception, we're still in the first half, I'm going to do the same thing?
I think you want to avoid playing scared, and put it into the mind of the quarterback that you've lost confidence in him. Make sure you get some throws that he's going to be able to complete, make him feel good about himself, and continue to run your offense.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Powell to the air on 1st and 10. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. He spins free. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, they can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Looking to throw. Jones. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Henry. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Back to throw. Jones. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Kendrick Bourne, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Folk. And it's now 21-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Powell out of the shotgun. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll throw on first down. Here's Howell. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Another throw for Howell. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Juwan Bentley. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Jones throwing on first down. Parker's got it for a Patriots touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Patriots would extend their lead here just before halftime. Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down, because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about giving some of their backups a little bit of work, though. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
Open man here, the tight end Henry. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Harris running straight ahead. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
And he put up a good fight, but he's going to be taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll be a gain of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is incomplete. So no problems moving the ball in the first half, but they'll likely come up empty here on drive 1 of quarter 3.
And it was so important for the defense to get that stop, because what we witnessed in the first half was them getting run over. And they needed the confidence, and they needed to get off the field so they felt good going forward in this game.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain. and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now Howell. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Like how they've started the 3rd quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their 2nd win coming out of the locker room. After the sack on 1st down, Jones. He's got him in, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 39 yards there, a big one. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. The DeForest Buckner using those big hands and getting in there and bringing him down for this sack. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And right side, Henry's got it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Back to throw. Jones. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Jones now going to throw on 3rd and goal. Now he's got it. Give him 13 yards on the connection, but not enough. 4th down.
A gain of 13 yards brings up 4th down and goal. That's the end of the 3rd quarter.
So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. Hunter Henry. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Folk, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now throwing on 1st down here. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jonathan Jones.
Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying again another day.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Jones. Open man right side, Myers. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jones. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now Jones on 3rd and 2. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he will have a Patriots 1st down, and comfortably so as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. On the draw, it's Harris. And he is going to lose yardage here.
That play was all Bobby Okereke as he got there and dragged him down for the loss.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now here's another carry for Harris.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Jones to throw on 3rd down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal.
The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for New England, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they dropped their 7th game on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.
Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the bass.